Oh. Hello? Oh, I guess I had to be in game for the mic to work. That is weird. Okay, gonna mute that. Mute. And then just chat. Chat to be full. Window. No? Okay, so it's gonna play video and it's gonna chew my... Oh well, at least the phone is charging. Alright. It has been a while. I wanted to try to get in a Diablo breakdown before the season ends and then publish it to YouTube, because I think all my other breakdowns just died over in Twitch. So, what is this season called? Something about witches. It'll probably tell us when we launch. But, yeah. I made it to Torment 3. I am almost to Torment 4 after, I want to say, 4 weeks. Started this up the Sunday after we got back from the Caymans. And I thought the season was going to end on tax day. At least that's what the initial media storm was. And that didn't happen. I figured it would end when the new season began. So anyway, that's probably the best shot of the character. I kind of went lightning, so a lot of blues, some lightning, see some lightning on the sword a little bit. The wings are from, I think, the Vessel of Hatred purchase. So that is about it. Alright, we'll go ahead and fire this sucker up. Start. And nobody's watching anyway. This is for recording purposes only. If you're watching live, I will be extremely surprised because I don't see anybody in chat. Okay, that is good. I just want to see when... Okay, so 30 minutes. Alright, I'd like to try to get to some gameplay in 30 minutes. So we'll see how long this breakdown. But if you see... Yeah, I'm on 64. I can make it through 64. 65 will take me to Torment 4. I have died many times. Well, I've probably tried it 3 or 4 times, and you pretty much die once and all your time is soaked. If you don't make it to the boss with 5 minutes to spare, I just don't have the damage to take it down. Plus, I want to say between 64 and 65, at Torment 4, they apply all of the subtractions. So if you go into the difficulty, blah, blah, blah. See the orange text mid-screen? Your armor is reduced by 750, resistance by 75%. So Torment 2, you've got a little grace with this. Torment 1, so here Penitent, no subtractions. But when you get into the Torment levels, you better start building up your armor and your resistances to counteract these deductions, I guess. But I've been in Torment 3 for probably a week and a half, maybe, and building my way up to Torment 4. But the season is about to end, so I may not make it to Torment 4. I'm not killing myself because what's my right trigger? No. It's this guy. You go to the wardrobe and it should tell me. Okay, that ain't it. You go to edit. Is it word? Shit. Go back. Is it this? Yeah, edit. Oh, time played, the little recording thing. It's 100 something. The recording heads up is covering it, so it's 100 something, and the phone display is too small to see. So anyway, we will probably cover spells first, which is right here, the skill tree. We'll cover that, and then we'll go over to Paragon, the Paragon tree, and then we'll go over the gear. I think that makes the most sense, because then I can kind of talk about the evolution of which skills I picked, and then go over to Paragon, right? You build all this out, and then you go over to your Paragon tree, and then start building that out. And then you pick and choose, you pick and choose this or your skills based on what gear you pick up. So that is pretty much the, oh yeah, the mercenaries. Those guys are new. Okay, so we'll try to cover, we'll cover the season stuff also first. All right. Oh, looks like I got some crap here. Let's go nuke it. Let's get rid of that. That's just my OCD. I don't want it. So I don't want it in my inventory. So see ya. Oh, and some of you that know Diablo are probably going, why did he mark everything as a favorite? It's, it's equipped. So at this point, you're trying out new things and swapping stuff, and I am so used to just going in and just nuking everything rather than go through and mark thing as junk and then nuking junk. So I mark things as favorite, so they should never get nuked no matter what I do. So, you go here, oh, I want to try this ring. Well, they're both favorite, so they won't get destroyed. They won't get sacrificed. Whatever. They won't get salvaged. That's the key word, salvaged. Okay, so let's hit the spells. I might be all over the place, but that's fine. Oh, the season. That's right. So we'll hit the season stuff first. So basically, it's all about witchcraft. What the hell is this season called? Season of Witchcraft. So yeah, I named my character White Witch. I was gonna name it WWOTW, but nobody would have gotten that. Maybe some people. Wicked Witch of the West. But that didn't happen. I just picked White Witch and then went lightning mode, because my other sorcerer is all pyro. So I just wanted to try lightning just to try it out. I've tried everything else except for the necromancer. What was last season? I think last season was the Spiritborn. So that was a new class. But anyway, the season, I made it pretty far in 4 weeks. I got one more here. I don't know. I played 100 hours and I've only gotten one fugitive head. I don't know what's up with that. I obviously am doing something wrong. And then, so I'm sitting here in the champion area. Uh, yeah, I don't play well with others, so I it's just a matter of time. I mean, you got to coordinate people's schedules and all that crap. And it's like, okay, when I have time to play, I'm going to play. And then it's like, oh, I got to go. So, yeah, I really doubt that will get filled out. And these, I believe, take heads to severed heads to create. So since I've only gotten one, and then this is all about collecting whispers. I did make it to level 15, so I got the check mark for that in this other one. But making it to level 20, I think I still am mid 18. This won't happen. This definitely won't happen. So next season, I plan on getting in at the get-go rather than putting it off, and just see. I may just do another lightning sorcerer just for grins, because I kind of got used to it and I really haven't had the play hours for that. So yeah, 4 weeks, 100 hours, you do the math. Okay, so Season's Blessings, picked all those up, right? This gets you, I usually hit this first for XP, and then I built all of this up, dropping the Rot, because the Rot is used to upgrade the Witchcraft powers, which we're going to hit next. And then it's all this other stuff. Then I think I hit this, because later in the game you need that Obusite. So I want that. And then I could care less about the curiosities, so then I do Whispers. Better stuff from Whispers, and then this is double hit on the Purveyor of Curiosities. But I've spent all my ashes, everything's upgraded to the max. And how do you get those ashes? You get them through the battle pass. So I've been typically paying $10 for the battle pass. So you start at the beginning, you start here. And all the free items are things you get if you don't buy the battle pass for $10. So as you progress through the game, you can pick up these other items, and notice the smoldering ashes are free, and that boosts your season blessings. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I mean, I could might go through that later. Oh yeah, so you pay $10, but as you make it through the season, right? I mean, if you suck, then you're not going to get a whole lot of money back. But if you make it all the way to the end, you will get $7 back. So effectively, the season will cost you $3, and you get all this cosmetic cool stuff, right? You got a mask and different masks for your different characters. And then you get a new mount. So this is sort of a reptilian horse kind of thing. You get armor for the horse, and then you get a trophy for the horse. So that you can only get these, and I think you can buy these later. But I don't know. It just feels very satisfying to go through the whole season. I don't know how long it takes. We'll see next season, because I plan on doing a stream from 0 to 30 or 40. Because you can in one sitting you can get from 0 to at least 20 or 30 pretty handily, and then you might get to 40, and then to 50, and then to 60, and then you go Paragon. Used to be you'd get to 50 and then go Paragon, but with the new, what is this? This is the blah blah blah. Whatever the new version is, they switched things up. Okay, so we went through some of that. So I go left trigger on this screen, and you get to all these. And I've been pretty loyal. I just started. I just looked at stuff. I thought, hey, that's pretty good. So I started out with these, and then just built them up to 20. This spell is at 0, basically. And then the little up arrows saying, hey, you can upgrade this. So all of these are maxed out. And then once you do that, you kind of look at these down here. These sort of boost your existing spells. And then as you find these other totems, then they auto upgrade other stuff. So I've manually upgraded these up here. I forget which one I had instead of this one, but this is the one that's sort of a higher ranking token or whatever it is, witch power. But I've maxed this out also. And then you can, once you find and collect these spells, so I chose the Doom Orb. So this takes a lot of rot. So in these green areas, you collect this rot, and you use this rot to upgrade all your spells. This one upgraded automatically the Piranado. So you can kind of see, you can pause, you can read it. But the cycle, scroll down, Vengeful Spirit Servant. Is this the flower? No. This is are these the flowers? Yeah, this is the flower. Sometimes you see people using these, but these are both at 0. I'd have to try to upgrade. That's not going to happen. Okay. You know, and you can look online and read all this text too. Okay, let's get to the skill tree. All right, when you pretty much start at 0, when I did, I knew I wanted to go lightning or shock or whatever. I started with this arc lash because I think base damage, it was more than the spark. So I started with that, but that was kind of a melee, and it didn't really feel right. I mean, if you're like a wizard or a sorcerer, melee really isn't your thing. I mean, it works, you can do it, but when you're fighting the big bosses, you're gonna get squished unless you beef up everything, which, I mean, I kind of have done with this build, but you know, it's still kind of in tweak mode, so yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously I did not choose these because this is pyro and this is frost. So I stuck with spark. Right now I've basically demoted spark currently, but I kind of went lightning and crackling. So I swore I would never be a slave to the crackling energy, and I'm not really anymore, but I mean, in theory, if you want to do damage and you want protection, you're running around collecting this crackling energy. But this build has it so abundant that you don't have to run around that much. And you'll see in the gameplay. But you have to spend 2 points here. You have to leave 2 points here to get to here. It won't let you refund. See how refund rank under that yellow Y assign skill? Refund rank is disabled. So you can take it all the way down to 2, and I don't use it. So there's 2 lightning charged bolts. I have stuck with chain lightning mostly because of the gear I picked up. So we'll go into that. But you'll notice the modifiers have to do with crackling. And I can filter all of this on crackling. And then if you zoom out, you can see, oh, okay, well, that I could select something with crackling. But basically here, right, when chain lightning critically strikes, 30% chance to form crackling energy. I have got a lot high critical strike chance. So this is doing it all the time. And what was this? This obviously you have to choose. Yeah, increased chance per bounce. So that's pretty handy. So if it goes and hits something else, and if you choose some gear or enchant something to give chain lightning more bounces, then your critical strike chance goes up. And that's something I really haven't looked at, but that is interesting. I've been more focused on just crackling versus trying to boost. I just feel like my critical strike chance is pretty damn high already. But anyway, so yeah, so its main thing, unleash a stream of lightning that deals 19, almost 20k damage and chains between nearby enemies and you up to 5 times, prioritizing enemies. So I could do a next rank. So you can see at the top of this sort of mini window, there's the rank, chain lightnings, the title, rank 7 out of 5, item contribution 4. So that means I could take points from someplace else and apply it. I can apply 5 here, so I could take this to 9, which I think it was at 9, but maybe about a week ago I worked ball lightning back into the mix. I never really had it because regular ball lightning is just so slow and cumbersome, and if you aim poorly, you're sending it off in a direction you don't want, and it just goes. So I wasn't really a fan of normal ball lightning, but I picked up a focus that makes the ball lightning, I don't know, a little bit better. Pretty much every sorcerer build, I like teleport. This is your oh shit button. You can go through enemies, you can go through walls, you can go through barriers that the enemies put up, you can just get the hell out wherever. But I don't use it as a main attack, so I don't put very many points around it. I just like it so I can get out, get away. Unfortunately, the cooldown is about 12 seconds, so you're not going to use it like all the time. There are some builds that it's just all about teleport, where like there's no cooldown. I think all you have to do is spend mana. But of course, I chose the crackling energy option. So. And then we can hit these a little bit later. So I found some gloves that tweaked this familiar. So I've cranked up my conjuration, and we'll see that in my Paragon boards. So we've got lightning and a familiar. And this normal familiar just mimics the last type of spell that you cast. So if this was just a normal familiar, I'm casting lightning all over the place. This would be a lightning familiar. And then, of course, I chose the crackling energy option off of that. So here we've got pretty decent cooldown, but I have some modifiers that help with that a little bit. So that's that. I think I'm using enchantment. I think this and ball lightning are my enchantments, which I swear went away last season, and they brought the enchantments back. Or I just didn't realize. I swear they took them away. I think they did. Maybe the Spiritborn just didn't have enchantments, and its page. I don't know. Spiritborn stuff was just in this page, like there's a Spiritborn page in here that you can choose a main effect and then a minor effect, and maybe you can't do enchant. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. Okay, so that's lightning spear. Ball lightning I didn't really pick up and start using until like last weekend. I had this other piece of gear that I kind of discounted. I'm like, I just don't like ball lightning. But I was in need of a lot of damage, and your master, right? Your mastery skills, they're not ultimate, but so I needed something that gave me a bit more damage. And I'm trying to think what. Oh, I was still using Spark. That's right. I was switching between Spark and Lightning Spear and Chain Lightning. So I did not have a spot for Ball Lightning. But I was able to do Lightning Spear and Chain Lightning pretty regularly because I was building mana pretty fast, so I could cast this. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't need the Spark to generate mana. At least I'm pretty sure this did. I thought it did. Blah, blah, blah. Usually they say, oh, this generates mana. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Okay, well, anyway. Anyway, so I was using this more than I was using my Spark. So I thought, okay, well, I definitely need to pile on some damage. So I picked up Ball Lightning and another piece of gear, and kind of went with that. So that's kind of my current build. And then this, since this obviously that's a lightning / shock ultimate, there's really only this path, so you might as well leverage all of it. And then looks like I built out all of this stuff. And then finally, this is your key passives. So this is about crackling energy. That reduces my cooldowns, so that's pretty effective. Yeah, every time it hits an enemy. So if you got a lot of crackling energy out there and there's swarms of enemies, then all my shock cooldowns are reduced. And we can take a look at this. So we'll go to assign. So you can see my right RB, my right button is ultimate. That's typically where I keep it. Left trigger, that's teleport. oh shit. This is lightning spear, so it's Y. And on the paddles below, it's the upper left paddle. So I can hit A. I'm casting ball lightning like crazy because I'm generating a lot of mana. And then I can hit Y one every time the cooldown resets. I can hit Y, and then I hit right trigger, so I kick the familiar off. And then sometimes I'll do this. I get this for free now, and I forget why. Okay, so ball lightning. You can't put as an enchantment. So let's go. Or that's supreme or ultimate. So you can't. Okay, so let's go here. We can check out my enchantments. So chain lightning. So as an enchantment. Oh, right. After spending 100 mana. So I get that for free after spending 100. And then this is the ball lightning. Oh, right. So I'm getting a ton of critical strikes. So a lot of static ball lightning just builds up around me. I don't know why they have these modifiers here. That I don't think those modifiers have anything to do with the enchantment, unless because its spawn is different than cast. Casting is active, spawn is sort of passive. So I don't think that happens. Yeah, and if I was real, I would do the research, but I just don't have the time to get in. For me, it's just trial and error. Okay, so we skip this. Don't see any here. Don't hear. Okay, so here I've got a witchcraft spell that gives me a barrier quite often. So I kind of am leaning into the barrier a little bit. So that will generate the barrier, and then this is damage reduction. So on top of the barrier, you get damage reduction. Pretty much have a barrier up all the time, so I get that damage reduction for free. This over here is glass cannon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that is, you're trading damage for taking more damage. So that's glass cannon, that's maxed out. Okay, this is the familiar. What? Yeah. Oh, that's just gives me a stun. Yeah, if it's lightning. The gloves I have, I think it's the gloves. The gloves I have invokes all 3 types at the same time, which is pretty nice. But it reduces the number of familiars you can have going. So they last. I'm pretty sure the familiars last longer, but you only get 2. No, you get. Oh, you have 2 casts. So you've got 6, 3 of each type. I think that's how that works. Okay, and then this is from, see how that's blue? That means it's from an item, a piece of gear. So it looks like I've cranked it up one more notch, and one of this is from gear. Primordial binding. So it just increases some stats. Oh yeah. So here I've cranked this all the way up. So since the barriers are kind of free, I just want them to last longer, and then they kind of cross over. So there's barrier. What was this? Oh yeah, I've got the barriers and everything. So this is pretty much an extra 18 damage. Now I haven't really run the numbers. I probably could trade this off, like, oh, I've got damage in other places, so maybe I refund this and apply it somewhere here, right? Because maybe I want the base number to go up. So see, the next rank is 15. So everything else is, you know, multiplying that base damage. So if you can increase the base, then you're kind of getting, you're going to get more damage. And this 18%, you weigh that against what your total percent damage is. All right, so that's ball lightning. These guys. Critical strikes with shock. Oh yeah, more crackling energy. Yes. Stun. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dealing damage when I stun. Oh, that's right. So if you scoop up crackling energy, you gain 12 mana. All right, so that is good. This is the conjuration. Nope. This is the ultimate, sorry. Unstable. So it just produces, everything is, everything's just more powerful. Increases your attack speed. You generate more crackling energy. So it just helps with other stuff. The cooldown is pretty pricey. It's 50 seconds. But whenever you cast a shock skill, which pretty much everything except for the familiar, a random core, conjuration, or mastery is also unleashed. And that's for 10 seconds. So ideally, it would be great if it always hit ball lightning. But since I pretty much have the A button down all the time, I'm just generating ball lightning. Then the other stuff is just sort of a nice to have. Okay, these coursing. So this is all about shock buffs. Increased critical strike chance. That's good. So that's 3%. Increase movement speed. And